Yeah. Priscilla Aku?
Akunda.
Akunda, yeah. So Priscilla.
Akunda ndio mzee.
Yeah. Priscilla is a widowed woman and these people have no weight. They're so thin because life has been so unfair to them. They live with sicknesses in their bodies, and yet they cannot get doctor's attention because either the hospital is so far away, or even if it's close by, they don't have money for consultation. Because for you to see a doctor, you have to pay. So they stay with conditions in their bodies that make them so thin. But sometimes it's just the food. They eat very little. Sometimes they go for days without any food. And so she has her son who has really been wasted. His body is just so thin. And he also has got jiggers. And he cannot talk. Kumbe unaitwa nani? Kumbe uliitwa nani mwenzangu?
Sema jina.
Apili. Oh, Apili is just so thin. And he really needs urgent assistance with food. And they have one guy who has always run away. We have sent our field officer to look for him. He always runs away. And Billy and his younger brother, they are both special, and they both cannot walk, and they're so poor. They go for days without any food, and really we are going to put them on our feeding program, which is already too squeezed. We have limited resources, we have limited monies, and we have put so many families on the program. But sometimes we have to stretch our faith and just do something extra. That is how we live, and that is what God has called us to do. He has not called us to work with what we see, but to work with what we don't see, because He calls things that are not there as though they were. That's what the Bible says. It's part of faith to call things that are not as if they are. Sasa, we unaitwa nani? And so these kids, huyu pia analiwanga na madudu. Oh, so he is lucky. Anaishi hapa? Okay. This little dude stays here with those jiggered ankles. Huyu ni mtoto ya dada ya hawa? Okay, the sisters. Sister to Abel. This is the nephew. Unaitwa nani? Huyu anaitwa nani? Willie. So these people who stay here originally, apparently they're not jiggered, but they are in danger of being attacked by jiggers. So it's only a matter of time. And so they stay here, the guys sleep here, and really we just have to concrete this house. And that is what we are trusting heaven for, that God will provide for us to concrete the house and thereby, defeat the jigger in this place. They have a new mattress, and that's where the mother sleeps. She's so blessed with a big mattress. So they only simply need this is the house is 4 rooms, and they are not very big. If we get $400, we'll sort this one out, and thereby set the jigger victims free. One of the guys was sleeping here. And I think she's also boiling herbs. A lot of these herbs they boil, they immerse the feet This is a family that we met, and they were immersing their feet in a substance like that, and it made the children's feet to rot. We have made arrangements to build them another house. We are still gathering the monies to be able to do that. So I think Abel, he sleeps here. And he's so tall, I don't know how he coils himself up to sleep in such a little place. But that is all he has. So he has to, survive sleeping here on these rags that also have jiggers. Guys, it is a painful life. It is hard to fathom how real this could be. Had I not gone through similar circumstances, I would maybe give up. But because I went through the same circumstances, I can relate. And thereby, I can come back and back and back and back. And if something happens. So we will be trusting the Lord. It could take us some time, but we will eventually get there to come and have the house concreted so that we can truly set them free from jiggers. And so the following video will be the jigger digging video for the two brothers. We have prepared them for the jigger digging. And after jigger digging them, we will provide the food. Now, what we're doing is that we are giving out money more than we have been doing before. Because I have also discovered that when sometimes we give out a basket and neighbors see what we have done, the moment we leave, they storm in and they come from different directions. And because the neighbors, people live with neighborliness, we have what you call the African socialism, also called Ubuntu. And so this woman, whenever she lacks, sometimes she's helped by these neighbors. So when we bring in a basket and the neighbors see what we have brought in, they run here and they share everything, with these people. But when we sneak in money into their hands secretly, it allows them to buy their little things and survive alone. We're not encouraging selfishness. We are just, being a bit cautious because sometimes giving out baskets as people see it's not very, very wise sometimes. And so we should be giving her money for a basket after we are done. Okay.
Oh, huyo si kijana wako? Ni mjuzi. Oh.